Hi guys, Shukumaku Shakbarkum Redim here, also known as a faded rose. Today I kind of miss making like vlog type of videos, so I'm probably gonna do that just for a tiny bit today. And I'm also gonna be answering some art related questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram and my TikTok. So let's get into it. I don't know what to do with my hair. Does this even look fine? Should I just keep it down without all this extra stuff? And accessorize now. Bangles. I don't know if I'm feeling this one. Is this the vibe? This coin ring is just so beautiful. I need to get new rings because all my other rings I got from like Forever 21 and they're all not gold anymore, so I'm just gonna do that today. I forgot about this rose ring. My mom got me this, but it's really pretty. Oh, what here? Ooh. I'm just gonna wear my Uggs because I kind of want to stay comfortable, to be honest. Let's go. Alright guys, I just got to my studio. I actually went to Top Dome at first. I need something to drink while I'm here, and I'm also really hungry, so I got a bagel. It's so cold here. Mario Badescu. Sorry. Alright guys, I got this as a gift from my mom. A travel size of the Orebella perfume, and then I took it because she doesn't use it. So instead of iced coffee, I got me a matcha strawberry and oat milk, and I'm just praying that it doesn't taste bad. So let's try it together. I had matcha before 3 years ago and I didn't like it. I taste strawberry milk mostly. It's like strawberry milk with a hint of grass. I'm not a big fan, but I feel like without the strawberry I would not drink this, but the strawberry is making it taste better. Alright, I'm gonna finish my bagel so I can have something in my system, and then I'm gonna do the Q&A. Alright guys, let's get started. First question is how to find art friends. First thing I would say, social media. Find someone who's into art like you know, compliment their art and stuff like that. Staying in like art involved places like a gallery, go to an exhibition, museum, stuff like that. Finding friends and making friends is not easy, especially art friends. I'm not an expert at making friends. I like have one friend, so please take my advice with a grain of salt. What art school did I go to? Is art school worth it? I'm not gonna say what school I went to because I feel like I'm gonna be like doxing myself, but I went to a community college within my city. My major was studio art. Is art school worth it, or like art major like worth pursuing? I would say yes, if that's truly what you want. You learn so much about yourself, especially if you don't know your art style, if you don't know who you are as an artist, what you like, what mediums you might be good at that you haven't tried. You meet so many people, have amazing professors. So I would say in that aspect it is worth it. But do you have to go to an art school to be an artist? No, you do not. If I was to want to further my art education, I would most likely just go for the connections. How did you start your shop? I want to learn the business side of art. I first started making prints of my art through Staples, and I would sell them on Instagram. So whoever wanted a print would just DM me and I would send it to them. I would pay through Cash App, PayPal, or whatever it may be. And that's how it kind of first started, just mostly on social media. And then I wanted to evolve that, and I did start a website on Squarespace. I just made a shop of my work and I started selling my work through there, which is more professional. And yeah, I also made like a separate video on that. I'll probably like link it somewhere here below. A year ago I was a good painter, but now I'm not. What can I do? Well, you need to look at what you consider to be good back then and what it is that you think your work is missing now. We all evolve and grow as people, so the person you were a year ago is not the person that you are today, of course. So it's like more of like reflection that you need to do within to figure out how you feel like your work is not as good as it was before. What are the things that inspired you before? It's more like an inner type of thing that you need to figure out. I can't really tell you. This is a really interesting question. This person said, do you draw the eyes when you're drawing someone? Because I heard several people say it's haram, but I low-key don't see why. So in Islam, it is haram to paint eyes because it's seen as a way of imitating God's creation, and specifically the eyes are usually painted in a way to make something look alive. So that's why it's haram. I do paint a lot of eyes. It's like my favorite thing to paint. It's kind of hard for me to not paint or draw eyes because I love eyes in general. Like people, it's the first thing that draws me to someone. Inshallah, one day I'll stop painting the eyes. So yeah, pray for me, I guess. Never thought of tattoo designing? Not really, to be honest. Aside from it being haram, it's really just not my thing and don't really take an interest into it. Some people have gotten some of my artwork tattooed on them, and I think that's really cool, but designing for the sole reason of tattoos, not my thing. Someone just questioned art. Yeah, I guess. So someone asked, do you ever feel discouraged while creating art and wanted to pursue something different? I've never felt discouraged to make art. I feel like it's just something that comes to me naturally and it's a part of my life. But growing up, I felt like I couldn't really like pursue anything. Art was the only thing that I saw for me. Now, I kind of want to go into psychology. So I might start going to school for that. You might have like a set idea on what you want to pursue, and maybe like a year later, 2 years later, you change your mind and you're interested in something else. But my art is always gonna be my number one thing, if you know what I mean. It's always been my plan A, and I love it. Did you think about doing music before? No, brother, I can't sing. Alright, do you guys want me to sing? I don't know what to sing. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early? Okay, that's not for me, dude. Would you say art helped you reach success? Yeah, I feel like it did help me reach success in a way. In terms of like social media, having my name out there. A lot of people see my work now and like know that that's my art. And that for me is success in itself. And obviously the money aspect of it too. You had the confidence in your art to start selling it. So, brother, let me just tell you, there is a market for everything and everyone. You may think that your work is not special, other artists selling similar works to you and blah blah blah, but there is nobody like you. That's really important, and I think that gives you so much confidence when you realize that yes, there's so many other people, there's so many other artists, but no one is you and no one is like you. So that's what's going to differentiate you from everyone else. Having people send me pictures of my artwork hung up and they framed it, and it like really warms my heart because at that moment I just like feel like I made it. And it's like something so small, but it means so much to me. You don't just get the confidence out of nowhere. You work for it. Might not be a big success from the beginning. You're not gonna start selling crazy work. That's okay. Another interesting question. Someone asked, do I draw every single day? I wish I did, but I don't. I actually challenged myself 2 years ago to draw a face every day in my like tiny sketchbook. I think that was really cool. I might start doing that again because it really does inspire me to pick up a pencil and draw. It's like build your discipline to creating every day. How did you learn to shade, or was that something you could naturally understand? I think it's something that I just taught myself. It didn't take that much for me to figure out, but just a matter of observing that I did based on my reference photos or whatever. And that was another question actually, do I use references? Yes, of course. I think that's a big part of being an artist. A lot of the references I do use are of myself and pictures that I've taken, whether it's of me or someone else that I've taken. Advice for perfectionists who always procrastinate doing art because they're scared it will look bad. So what if it looks bad? You just gotta do it. If it looks bad, you can do it again. If it looks bad, erase and try and fix it. At the end of the day, like as artists, we're our own biggest critic. It's important to also have like a balance. I do understand because I myself am a perfectionist as well, but at the end of the day, like I gotta get it done, and I just have to remind myself that if it looks bad, throw it away, try again. If it looks bad, erase it, add more to it, add less, whatever it may be. Give yourself some time, look away for 15 minutes, go do something else. Get back to it the next day and you're gonna like it more. When we're so focused on something, we don't see the beauty in it. Do you find more inspiration in sadness or in happiness? Honestly, sadness. Some of my best work I've done when I was depressed. So Sometimes I am in a good mood and I do paint and it comes out really good. I feel like sometimes sadness is a superpower, especially in art, because it really like pushes you to make such amazing and beautiful pieces. So how has art changed your life for better or worse? This is an interesting question. I think for the better. I don't know why I'm thinking about that, because I really do feel like a lot of who I am is because of my art. A lot of how I figured myself out and who I am is through my art. So I think definitely for the better. Yeah. I don't know why I sound unsure. I swear I mean it. How did you manage to balance between your life and art? I'm genuinely struggling. I'm sorry to hear, but I think put some time away for your art. Like maybe think that you're gonna paint today for 2 hours, maybe 4 hours just for painting, and the rest is just you doing whatever that you want to do, regular stuff you want to do, like hanging out with your friends, going shopping, spending time with family. I think it's important to figure out what works best for you and to keep the balance that way. Like, for example, I wake up in the morning, I go to the gym, I go back home, get ready, come to the studio. I would spend like 4 or 5 hours here, and then I would go back home, shower, spend time with my family, watch a show with them, eat together. It's kind of my own balance that works for me. So I hope that kind of helped. When did I realize I wanted to be an artiste? That was from a really young age. I remember ever since I was little, me and my cousin had a conversation. It was just like what we wanted to be when we were older. She was like, I want to be a doctor. I don't know why, but I laughed at her. Sorry, cousin. But I was like, what, 6, 7? And I was like, oh, like I want to be an artist. I really wanted to pursue photography at like 16. And at like 17, 18, I wanted to be a fashion designer. So all the things that I did want to be were just an aspect of art. I wanted to buy a piece, but you don't deliver to France. I'm so sorry, but I don't ship my prints outside of the US because shipping just costs so much, and I usually cover the shipping. So I would not be making anything. I would just be giving it for free and losing money. Maybe one day I'll have a supplier for my prints and just have it all shipped worldwide, hopefully one day, but as of right now it's kind of hard. Favorite material to paint on? Probably just a canvas paper. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So actually this paper right here is kind of my favorite. Second thing being a canvas to paint on. I used to get it from Michaels. They don't even sell it anymore. It's just like one piece of paper that you buy, and it looks really good with oil paints. I wish they would bring them back. I think that's all the questions I'll be answering for today. Thank you so much for engaging with me and asking me questions. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, bye bye. See ya.